All right, guys, I'm excited to share with you the Aloha GMT 40. Now, this was a standout watch that I was able to first check out at that Chicago Microlux show that I went to. And I met the brand owner, which certainly helped the experience because Spencer is very energetic and passionate about, I suspect, everything he does in life, but certainly this project with the watch. So I'll put a link down in the description that goes over his story, but basically he was a young professional, a CFO at a up and coming rising textile company, was very successful. He was buying luxury watches and enjoying them, and then something happened and he didn't seem happy, so he quit his job and then went off and traveled and everything like that, but that still didn't cure what he was craving. So then he, for some reason, it just kind of, the light bulb went off above his head and he was looking at his fine watches and decided to make his own perfect watch. So what he did is he created this brand, Aloha, which Aloha means peace, love, and compassion for that culture. So he embraced that name and was hoping to embody that into his company. So, all right. So now we have some of the story out of the way. But seriously, meeting Spencer and seeing this watch at that show was like one of the highlights for me personally. He's a great guy and he turned out a great watch. So let's just get right into some specs. We'll check out this black one, which would be my preference, and then there's also a blue dial one as well. So size of the watch, you're looking at a 40 millimeter case, 47.5 lug to lug. You can see it's a very clean, polished with brushed elements going on. It's just a really clean, tastefully done watch. So thickness, I got two measurements for you because there is a domed sapphire crystal, double domed sapphire crystal on there. So if you measure from the case back all the way to the very center of the top, you're looking at 13.5, but really it's hard to count the crystal. So if you can, and I did, I was able to capture the measurement from the case back to the top of the bezel. It's only 10.4, so it's going to be nice and slim and you're going to be able to get cuffs over it, no problem. 20 millimeter lug width there. So also sapphire on the back, and we'll talk about that in a minute as well. So BGW9 lume, so it's going to be nice and bright and white during the day, and it's going to glow nice kind of bluish greenish color as soon as the lights go out, which we'll do a lume shot as well. It's housed, the movement is the ETA 2893-2 top grade movement. So basically that was one of the things when I met Spencer. I was checking out the watch and I was instantly impressed. You could tell it's quality, right? And Spencer said something that it depends on who says this, how you're going to take it. So when Spencer says, this is the best I can do. So now sometimes that can be taken in a manner that like, well, sure, could be done better, but this is it. This is all I can do, sort of thing. But that's not how Spencer meant it. Spencer, when he says, this is the best I can do, that means when he was sourcing parts and designs and everything like that, he did not take any shortcuts. He did not choose any cost savings on the product or anything like that, if that makes sense. So like all the elements of the watch are the best parts that you can get at this, at this level. So that's what he means when he's saying that this is the best I can do. He's actually meaning you can't do this watch any better unless you're like a huge corporation. At the microbrand level, this is like top of everything. So with that top grade movement, it is going to be running at plus minus 4 seconds. So it's going to be nice and accurate. He also has a 2-year international warranty. Like I said, sapphire crystal in the back. You can see clearly the top grade ETA movement. And then he has the Aloha signed rotor, and that printing on there is the flower of life is what he is called, or what it's called. So also a nice little design on the back there. You can see all the blued screws and the polishing and special works on the inner movement there. So 100-meter water resist. It's going to have a screw down crown. It is also signed, has a nice little pop to it. So, and if you take a closer, well, I'll zoom back in. Sorry about that. If you take a closer look at the dial, you can see there's a moon at the top and then a sun at the bottom. That's to differentiate the 24-hour. So on the GMT hand, that's going to be on a 24-hour rotation, which you have that inner track there. But that just helps you indicate, like right now we're deep into the PM on the GMT, so that orientates you so you know where you're at. So on the blue one here, of course, you have the orange for the GMT hand, and then orange also on the tip of the second hand, and then orange on the dial as well. So nice applied indices, nice round date cutout. And in certain lights, it almost disappears, and all you really see is the date. In this case, it's 4. So on the black one, I like this one more personally. I think I like the gilded tone to it, and I also like the fact that the red with a bit of fiery orange kind of in it with the automatic print also on the GMT hand, and then certainly tipped on the seconds hand there. But that deep gloss black dial is just beautiful, matching date wheel as well. So with kind of a yellow printing on the rest of it instead of the white. So I really like this this look of this particular colorway. That's the 2 options, and they're pretty limited. He didn't crank out a ton of them, so they are ready to purchase right now. You can go buy them. I'll put a link in the description. So you can see there on my 7 1/4. I did wear this one for probably about 3 days straight. It was nice to actually have on leather. This leather strap is perfect. It's not too thick or too thin. It's just balanced out. You got signed hardware. Nice, really nice strap option. And again, he was trying to find the best leather that he could do, and he was looking at like all different countries and everything like that. And he come back to the United States and went with B&R bands, which I recently discovered myself, and they're just top-notch straps. So price point on this is where I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be vocal on this, but when you go and you spec out the best of everything, that is going to inflate the landed cost on the piece, and then he's still got to make a couple dollars. You can't do this for free, right? So the price on this is $1,475. So yep, it's up there, but I honestly believe its main competitor in this market would be like Manta. So like Manta Atlas, go price out that. Now you can get that one with a bracelet, and I'm sure at some point, if Spencer can continue this project, he will probably add some sort of bracelet or mesh or something. But even that is going to be of such a high grade that it's just going to, it's going to be really nice, but it's also going to inflate the price a little bit. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask down in the comments. Hopefully Spencer will chime in. But these are both really good watches. And I'm pleased to check them out. And I'm going to put not really a discount code, but a code Spencer and I worked out to offer a little bit something if you do end up buying one from this video. You're going to use, it'll be case sensitive, and I'll put it in the description, but it'll be Rob Express, and that'll get you free FedEx 2-day AM delivery. So a little bit helps out. So there you can see the really nicely applied BGW9, and it's glowing very well. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Big thanks to Spencer for sending these in. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next vid.